Hi, and welcome to the Rasheem Arsenio Stewart podcast. This is him. This is a redo of episode 47 uh, of the show. And the reason why I'm doing a redo because I did one for a live, which is the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, but unfortunately it's not lining up with the other episodes you'll see on the video. So I'll still count that as a live, but I'm going to do this as kind of like a part two of that episode. So this is like the one when you guys eventually will get this in the jails and the prisons. And let me get that little quick intro out of the way for you guys. As always, when you eventually hear this on Securus and whatever ways you get on tablets, MP3 players, or however you get it now, always keep your head up. Do what you gotta do the right things. Stay out of trouble, and when it's your time to get out, get released. And for the new people who just sign on, hello, nice to have you aboard. As of this recording, I'm almost at 110 subscribers. So I did a little thank you video, but I'll just say a quick thank you again for everybody who's subscribing. We're almost at 5,500 total views. So thank you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new and you're checking this channel for the first time and decide you're going to subscribe, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell and put for all. That's a notification bell. And do all videos, because whenever time I drop a video, it will go to that. You guys will get first crack before anybody else will see it. Even though it's open to the public, but you guys who subscribe will get first crack at it. Okay? Alright, so today this episode is going to be 47. This is going to be one of the first one I'm going to talk mostly about sports. But in a sense, it's like why I love sports. What's the, if you want to call it a session, why I'm passionate about. I consider that the number 3 or 4 biggest passion in my life, and so on. So just give me a quick episode on that really fast. Sports. Based on what my mom told me. So now some of this at the very beginning, when I started watching sports, it's based on what my mom told me, because trying to what you did as an infant is really hard at this stage of my life. But she told me I was watching sports pretty much, not because I was adopted 5 days old. So not too much longer I got after I was adopted. Some type of sport I was watching at some point so pretty much most of my 45 years on life, I have watched sports in some way, shape, or form. Now, I haven't watched it as frequently and as hardcore as I did in my prime years, which is like pretty much from 10 to, let's say, 25, 26 years old. That was probably my prime years watching sport after sport after sport. So, could be a little younger because I know I have a PE teacher in Charlotte County who used to say that even I was like first, second, or third grade, I would know sports facts that adults should know, and I already knew it. But one of the biggest reasons I love sports is because sports is so unpredictable. Kind of like life. You kind of have an idea you think is going to win, but sometimes sports will throw a curveball at you. And so I didn't have a lot of friends growing up as far as hanging out with friends. I know a lot of people know me by face, by association, but I didn't really have a lot of people I grew up and hang out with. And it's kind of like somewhat true to this day. So one of the few things that helped me feel like I could have happiness outside of God and outside of family is sports. Because one thing about sports didn't make fun of you like people do. Sports always welcomes you. You never felt like you was rejected. Sports is always entertaining. Now my friends and people are entertaining, maybe not all the time. For the most, I would say 90 to 95% of the sports I watched growing up, it was entertaining. It's like watching the boom and you get those snoozers, but that's part of life. But I feel like sports was like one of my first, like, if you want to say best friends in a sense. It never let me down. And that's one of the biggest reasons I'm always passionate about sports. That's why I'm always excited to see sports. Because I know a lot of weekends I spend it pretty much by myself. I'm not necessarily a loner. Let's keep that straight. I love people. But a lot of times I'm afraid if I call people, text people, well, even when I was going out, interacting with people, say, hey, what you doing this weekend? everybody come, not saying come excuses, but they probably tell the truth. I'm doing this and this. Say, what you doing? Watching sports. I was in church, watching sports. I was going out, especially doing homework. Homework, sports, church, back to school on Monday. Because I never had to worry about being rejected by sports. Like being rejected with people. And I grew with such a passion. I grew to loving sports. Watching the numbers, because I've always been good with numbers. I can remember sports facts. Like, you tell me an athlete, I could spit out facts. Like, and people like, whoa, you have a human, like, sports almanac. I had someone call me that when I was young, the human sports almanac. I'm not going to do it now, but say someone, like, tell me some key stats about Michael Jordan. Well, Michael Jordan averaged so-and-so per game. He's done so-and-so. He's the only person at the time has done blah, 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 blah in one season. Nobody else has ever done that. And they confront it. Yeah, true, facts. This is before Google, so you had to go to the library, really get a sports almanac, the most recent sports almanac, and you have to fact check everything. Or you can watch it on ESPN, CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, WGN, TBS. So like the TNT, the big channels, sports are going to be watched on those channels when you was growing up. And I always had a passion and a love for sports. And for the longest time, I wanted to be a sportscaster. But because my speech impediment was sometimes my diction is not the greatest. Even to this day, some people feel like they don't totally understand what I'm saying. And I did a voice check years ago. To become a sportscaster, some people gave me that stink eye. And then I don't like the way I sound on videos even to this day. That's why I hardly listen to myself when I do playback. Once I record, drop the episode, I let it be. You guys enjoy my voice? Fine. If you don't, God made me this voice. I have to live with it. Even when I speak on a microphone, I'm not totally happy how I sound even on a mic. But when I do it in person on a mic, I actually feel a little more confident, a little more. I don't mind. I could say I was as young as maybe 7, 8 years old. I would say probably close to maybe 40, I wanted to be a sportscaster for years and years and years. And in the last 5 years, things have shifted. Now I'm going more, as you know me now, in the motivational speaking to encourage, even with this new LLC project, without becoming a new episode in the future. I'll explain more about that. But my point is, that's why I love sports. That's why I always have a passion for sports. And just to give you this, and before we end the episode in a couple minutes, if you would ask me what's my favorite sport, you'll be a little bit shocked. Before I changed some of the background pictures, I had a race car in the back on my first cover picture when I saw this channel about a year ago. I found one of Chase Elliott. I think it was at Bill Elliott, one of the two. I found one of the pictures that will work, and I used it for background for months. But I always loved NASCAR. It's been a big racing fan, but especially NASCAR. It was a little bit harder when I was growing up because I was watching so many sports. So sometimes I'll miss races, but a lot of times on ESPN back in the days, you could do make-up races on Monday or Tuesday, especially after school. You can catch up what you missed. So it was fun. I just make sure I don't miss the big races every year. So somehow I don't miss them. But yeah, I'm a big NASCAR fan. Like I said, I grew up a Bill Elliott fan. Now I'm a Chase Elliott fan. I probably will be until he retires, and after that I'll have to think of who I want to cheer for next. There's a lot of good ones coming up. It's like 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. I'll find one eventually, and then probably won't be for another 10 years, but at minimum, I think Chase got at least 10 good years left in him. We'll find out after. Get back to me in 2034, and I'll let you know if I decide to cheer for somebody else at that point. Probably will, but I'll have to grow to like him or her as a driver. So we'll see. Or maybe I may retire from watching NASCAR after Chase Elliott retires. Who knows? I may watch on the big races, but I'm not going to go every week like I've been doing for years and years. Maybe I'll get back into watching football more often. Maybe I'll get back into watching basketball, hockey. Maybe I'll find another form of a sport that I will watch more consistently. But anyway, that will end that episode of 47. This is the real 47. It's going to get uploaded for the podcast, account for the podcast. Thank you for coming out for this episode. And as always, Um, God bless you and your family. Do everything you can to the best of your ability with love and respect. We'll be back with episode number 48. We're only a couple away for 50. And hopefully on the pace we're going by the end of the month, we'll have 52. That's like one full year's worth of episodes. That's year one, or you want to call it season one, whatever you want to call it. Season two is coming in September, and we got a lot of stuff. And just give you a heads up really fast. Before the end of this month, maybe no later than Labor Day, I will have an update video on how the channel's going, and we will have some new stuff going now, especially at the laptop. Hopefully soon we'll start doing some more episodes on the laptop, and that will hopefully get that done, and then we'll have some more content coming, because I'm going to try to download some software of things I want to do by beginning of 2025. So more news to come when we get closer to that. If that means I have to upgrade the computer, that's what we got to do. But anyway, thank you. I love you guys. God bless America. God bless Israel. God bless the world. And again, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. We're back for episode 48 coming real soon. Okay, take care. I'll see you in the next video on YouTube. Bye.